And it's Anthony Terrell here. You know, it's really ironic. It's ironic as hell. Because for some reason yesterday I had all these people talking about what the hell they've heard me say, or something they heard me say on the internet. But yet, once again, it would seem like the videos that they would be referring to, I'm hearing them referring to same things that I said, are showing that I have no views over there. Like last night, there were three guys, and they were a little tipsy, and they were going on about me talking about heading out to New York and shit like that, and they were laughing their asses off at it like it was the funniest thing, laughing me to scorn. In the video I mentioned that there's no views over there, so how did they even hear it? That's what I'm thinking, you know? Like, look, I've been advertising this link tree like a motherfucker, my link tree that connects to my social media, like you don't even know. I'm not sitting around, I haven't been sitting around waiting on algorithms, right? And all that just to catch up, or just leave it up to whatever happens on YouTube once you spin it or something. I've been out there putting it out in the fucking in the neighborhoods, all over Tampa, key places where a lot of people who would look up something like that, you'd think, you know, streets, on the streets, just all over the place. Tampa, Miami, tentatively Miami, but hella a lot here in Orlando, you know, and like major places where you'd cross and all that. I don't know why the curiosity wouldn't lead someone to go and look it up, but it would seem they have been looking it up. That's what I'm trying to say. But yet, if you show the results on YouTube, it seems like there's nothing being represented there as of you. Now, see, my thing was, I stopped advertising because I will advertise like motherfucking Johnny Appleseed plants a goddamn apple or seed and goes around planting seeds. If I'm not even interested in subscribers, I'm really not. That's all good and dandy, but I wanted to have credit for my views. There's much I could do with that. You just give me credit for the views, but they're not giving me that. I've been shadow banned over there. So there's really no point in me going all over the cities and states all over America, really, and other places in the world and doing that very same paradigm. Because I'm getting ripped off now. Would they have been laughing at my ass last night if I was actually getting credit for the views that I'm getting represented on YouTube? Probably not. Probably so. Who knows? But there's much I can do with that. But I've been fucking ripped off by YouTube. It's all good, though. It's all good. And what's so funny about me heading out to New York? I've been to Austin. I've been to L.A. I've been to Las Vegas. And they mentioned Las Vegas as well. I've been to quite a few places, actually. Not that many, but quite a few. If I go to Austin, when I was in Austin playing my music in Austin, the difference between that and here in Orlando is day and night. Here, because Austin is a live music capital of the world. Even as a bum, I start posting up and playing my music out there when I was out there. And I should head on back out there. And like next thing you know, man, it's people that are showing a lot of interest and all that stuff. That was when I was there last time. Matter of fact, before I blew here in 2019, I was out there and some guy, you know, mature white guy, more mature guy on the mature end, you know, as far as his age goes. Not that old or whatever, but you know, mature, like in his 50s or something like that. That was a while ago. Before I blew out here, I was out there and I was playing my song, practicing. You know, I was playing the songs and I was practicing, and people were going like, "Hey," and he's like, "You know, why don't you hang out in Austin?" You know, I was like, "No, I'm getting ready to kick rocks and blow out to someplace else or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, Austin is good," and maybe it is. You know, and I don't need to be fucking Madonna, George Michael, Michael Jackson, and all that. You know, I really don't need all that. You know, I don't know what makes people think that that's what you got to do or whatever whenever you want to get into the music game. There's a lot you can do with music. I think by the time I'm 70, I can retire. Because right now, the way I look and everything it is, what goes with being 51, you know, as a street artist may not be my best fit, but all that could be the same thing at 70, and it's a different fit. You know, we have a lot of ageism in this country. A lot of ageism in the country. I could be 14 as well, and the same thing I'm doing now would be a different fit on the ageism tip. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just pointing that out. He's a sweet old man and oh, cute little boy. But 51 years of age, you got to take a different angle, perhaps. when you're sitting there looking like you've been lifting weights and all the rest of that shit, you know? Maybe it's just too easy for you. You don't like hearing me, do you? I don't like hearing me. I fucking hate me. When I'm listening to you people listen to me, I fucking just hate me. Through you, vicariously. But I speak the truth a lot, you know? Too much fucking truth. It's not a good thing. Not in this world. Having said that, yeah, what's wrong going to Austin? What's wrong going to New York? I could take the same thing I'm doing right now, I was doing. I can take that shit to fucking bumfucked Egypt, someplace, Idaho, fucking something in Iowa or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some little fucking town or whatever, and it would get a different reception as well. But I'm not saying a good one or a bad one. I don't really know. There's one way to find out. But who's really out there saying, well, shit, you know, it's somebody walk around LA, you know. Right? That's the difference as well. They're looking for all that kind of thing out there, you know. You want to find gold, go to where the gold's at. You want to find silver, go to the silver state. You know what I mean? And that's why they suggest that if you want to fucking get into a particular kind of business, location. The music business, that's about location, a lot of it. It really is. I don't know what's fucking so funny about that. Just laughing and scorn about fucking talking about going to New York. It wasn't my first choice. But you can do quite a bit in New York. They say all the critics love you in New York.